This wasn't just a bad position. This outpost was a death trap, and the soldiers inside it knew it. Deep inside a remote valley in Afghanistan, U.S. soldiers were ordered to hold a small outpost at the very bottom of the terrain. Not the top, not even halfway, the bottom, surrounded on all sides by steep mountains, where anyone above had a perfect view and a perfect shot. From a military standpoint, this made no sense. High ground wins battles, but here, they had given it away. Every ridge above them, every rock formation, was a potential firing position, and they knew it. Days passed, and something felt off. There were no visible enemies, no movement in the distance, just silence, but not a peaceful silence. This one felt heavy, like the valley itself was watching. Every sound echoed, boots on gravel, metal shifting, voices carrying farther than they should. It made the soldiers feel exposed, like they were already being tracked before the fight had even started. Some of them said it out loud. If they attack, we're not getting out of here. Then, before sunrise, it happened. Without warning, the mountains came alive. Gunfire erupted from every direction. Rockets slammed into the outpost. Machine guns opened up from above. It wasn't random. It was coordinated, planned. They weren't just under attack. They were completely surrounded. The enemy controlled the high ground, firing down from multiple positions, closing in from all sides. Radios exploded with shouting, units calling for help, positions reporting they were overrun. Some soldiers were cut off entirely, fighting alone, with no support. There was no safe direction, no place to run. Every angle was exposed. Every movement could be seen from above. They weren't defending a base anymore. They were trying to survive a trap. Wave after wave kept coming, each attack pushing closer, each minute tightening the circle. The distance between both sides started to disappear. This wasn't long-range combat anymore. It became close, very close. Some soldiers reported seeing enemy fighters just meters away, moving between rocks, closing in slowly. And in that moment, everything changed. This wasn't about orders anymore, or strategy. It became personal. One soldier broke cover, running straight into open fire, just to drag a wounded teammate back. Another stayed exposed, firing non-stop, holding a position alone, so others could move. Not because they were told to, but because they refused to leave anyone behind. Air support was called in, but the valley made it nearly impossible. Pilots had to fly low, through narrow mountain gaps, with barely any visibility, smoke, dust, confusion everywhere. They couldn't clearly see targets, and every second they stayed in the air, they were exposed to enemy fire. It wasn't just dangerous on the ground anymore, it was dangerous everywhere. Back at the outpost, the line was starting to break. Parts of the base were nearly overrun. The defense was seconds from collapse. If it fell, there would be no regrouping, no fallback, no escape, just the end. Then finally, through the chaos, they heard it. Jets, fast, loud, violent. They tore through the valley, striking enemy positions on the ridgelines above. Explosions echoed across the mountains, shock waves rolling through the outpost, and slowly, the pressure began to lift. The attacks weakened, the movement slowed. Then, it stopped. Gunfire faded, the echoes disappeared, and the valley went quiet again. But this silence felt different, heavier, because now they understood what it cost. Lives were lost, many were wounded, and the outpost would eventually be abandoned, because holding that ground was never worth the price. In wars like this, victory doesn't always mean winning. Sometimes it just means you survived. Follow for more and Decode the Dark.